No way.
Yes,
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay, we don't have Minnie this week, so she can't check for us. Okay, everybody, welcome. It's 12 noon, according to Christine and Sparky. And this is Festool Live, episode what? 196er. Okay, that's 4 away from what?
200.
200. You guys are good at metric. Okay, good. Hey, everybody. Happy Festool Friday. I am so stoked today because this is not lost in the cat. No, this is Top System Tips number 7. Whew, we get some cool stuff planned for you. So let's introduce the room. We got a newbie with us today. So over here we got Christine. Okay, down here we got Sparky. Hey, Sparky. He's getting ready for Halloween. Okay. Online we have Brent, so he can answer some of your questions out there if you have them. And new to the Festool Live family, the crew, is Mikey B, who just won the axe throwing competition of America, and he's now known as Lord of the Lumber. Okay, good. He's got a tattoo, and we ain't gonna show you. Okay. But we had a really good team building exercise this week, and Mikey B won. Now, tell us where you're from. Mikey will write it on the board. Boy, I'm gonna tell you. You see how good his printing is? It's exceptional. Minnie, we love you. We know you're watching. Minnie's on vacation. She's taking a hint from the unit. Oh! Behind the camera, we have Chris, the unit, Cybert. I forgot about you. Yeah, my right-hand man anyhow. Or I'm the unit's right-hand man these days. Okay, everybody, we are ready. I got a lot of stuff set out here. Hopefully I cover everything. I think I'm gonna start right here, Chris. Okay, now, I will tell you what my top system tip is with the track saw. Okay, and you're gonna laugh at this. Because I get this question all the time, whether when I used to have classes or when I'm out and about. Okay, but I wanted to cover some track saw tips and tricks while we're doing it. Okay, so let's start about ripping plywood. And the tip today is I want to stack all. This is gonna sound funny. I want to stack all my lumber out. Back on. Okay, we're back on? Boy, this has been a fun one so far today. Okay, I almost didn't make it. I just woke up 10 minutes ago. Okay, so I want to take all my plywood out. This is the question, or this is the tip I'm going to give you. I want to take all my plywood out and stack it all on my STM 1800. Okay, and I have to have a buddy help me put it on there, whatever, the unit. And I want to cut it, but I don't want to cut into the bottom board, and I don't want to cantilever it out. So I would always tell people use stickers, and people go, what are stickers? It sounds funny, but I'm going to show you the setup that I use for this. Okay, a sticker is a piece of scrap wood that you're going to cut into, and what that does is that elevates it between multiple pieces. So the part I'm cutting, I take these pieces, and you'll see them. I have them here, unit, check that out over there, and all the way down. So that elevates it. So the first thing I'm going to do, and this is the beauty of the track saw, is you can dial in so easily the depth. So see how I'm right here? Okay, now I may take that and go down a little bit further. I'm going to use the TSC 55, and then I can get it up here, unit. I'm going to take it down about that far. I don't want to cut my stickers, and bring it up. And then I check to see how many teeth I have below. I usually have about 4 to 5 below. Same thing with a table saw. You always check to see you have 4 or 5 teeth above the board. Maximizes dust extraction. Okay, so I have that set up. Next thing I'm going to do, because I want to straight line rip this, because this will lead to top system tip number 2. I'm going to come over here, and you know I always use this. This is the limit stop. This is for plunge cutting. It stops the when you plunge in the middle of a board, it stops the lift of the saw. But I use this because this is a 6mm offset, and this lets me get the right amount of rip the first time. Okay, so I can do one of two things when I look at a TSC. What is it? I can put on dust extraction if I want, or I can use the bag. So everybody at home, everybody who wants me to use the bag, raise your hand. Okay? Everybody at home, raise your hand if you want me to use dust extraction. Okay, so Christine, how did it come out? Okay.
50.
It was 50-50? Okay, so I choose? Okay, I'm going to use the bag. You didn't know I was going to do that, did you? No. Okay, good. You got to keep everybody in suspense. The thing I'm also putting on is the new 8 amp hour batteries. These are wicked. The runtime's killer on it. Okay, and I'm going to put the bag on right here. I am totally 100%. I wish we had a break on the saw. Look, it keeps getting away from me as I'm putting the bag on. Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to take this here. And remember, like I always tell you, start before the cut. See that? I always check it. I'm going to bring it up. And always get behind there. Chris, get the angle right here. Yeah, baby. Okay, so what that does, these are scrap, and I'm just cutting into that. No big whoopee, right? And now, what if I have 4 or 5 pieces? I'm building a whole set of cabinets. I did this for the assist wall. Garrett and I had a stack of plywood out. We just did all our multiple rips. Okay, and the only thing we had to do is, well, we're going to use these in a minute because I'm going to show you how to calibrate. Now, I can't help it, but there was nothing in here. I just love doing this because this is cool. Chris, get in here real quick. This is one rip on one single 8-foot piece of plywood. Look at all the dust that we collected. Isn't it amazing? You get 90% of the dust with the dust extractor. Okay, so the one thing you need when you have a bag like that is you need a dust extractor afterwards to suck it all up. Hey, Mom! Why am I freezing today? I'm back on? Okay, so if you're ripping plywood, what's the thing you got to do? You got to take that off? That factory edge, because it's never square. So what I'm going to do, Chris, really quick, I don't want to hurt you. I'm going to flip my board around, okay? I mean my rail. And what I want to do is I want to do a quick calibration. If you can come down here, Chris, really quick. Okay, I'm going to take this out, and yes, I've calibrated my tape. I know that's exactly. I'm going to do 300mm rips. Okay, and I'm going to make my mark. Okay, so see how that's 300 and I bring it just like that? I always, or I try to, make a point here because I know I'm going to split the line. Somebody asked me the other day, do you split the line? How do you do that? I'm going to grab another pencil real quick here as you guys are chilling. Here we go. Do you split the line, leave the line, take the line? However you do it, however you grew up. But I always, when I calibrate, and I'm going to calibrate the large part of, see, I'm going to take it like that. There's my 300 mark, and I know I'm going to split that line down the middle. Okay, so what we could do, if it's one cut, I could take my my guide rail and lay it on that line, just like that. Split the line there and there, right? Watch out, Chris. But that's for one cut. What if I need multiple cuts? That's where, see how I'm going to split that right in the middle? That's what I always do. Now, what if I need to do 4 or 5 of these? That's where these come into play. And the tip I'm going to give you today, there's a couple on these, but I want to show you this screw right here and how to calibrate this. Now, I know Chris, the unit, took time this morning. In the description below, he put the link to the overall parallel guides that we did, okay? And there's several of them. I think you did one on the TSC 55 and the TS 60. But what I do is I always tighten this down. I make sure it's setting there, okay? And do this like this, okay? Now we're set. I'm going to show you this in a moment. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to take this off. Now, here's another tip with the parallel guides. Make sure that this is tight, okay? If you need to check the tension on this, there's a 2mm hex in there. That's where you create the tension on that T-nut. When you take this and put it on, you lift it up and place it in, okay? Now, first tip. You don't want to put them tight and tight. What you want to do is leave a finger space on either end. But what I do is I take 2 fingers, go like this. From one end, I pull tight and then do that and then lock it in. That way there, if I go down there now, I'm what? I'm a finger away down there as well, okay? Okay, so there's the first tip. The next tip I'm going to do, let me go over here. Always have this. I was just showing somebody this the other day. To set this repeatable stop here, it's right here. See that right there? And there's a little offset. Right here is you set it to the center of the cursor. So someone was mentioned to me that it's really hard on their eye to set it. I'm kind of used to it, but what I do is, you see, I'm going to set this at 300 because that's where I made my mark at 300, right? I'm going to take it just like this, and you'll see that falls right in the center. Okay, now I'm going to verify that again. I'll take it like right here. I'll tell you what, man, my eyes keep getting better as I get older. I don't know what people were talking about. See how that's right in the center of the cursor? Okay, I love getting older. I think I joke around just to see you, Christine, and the unit laugh. Mike, I can't see. I know you're laughing back there. Or maybe you're rolling your eyes. Okay. Boy, you got a lot of people today, Mike?
We got a hell of a lot of people.
Woo! So I'm going to set this at 300. I'm going to get this. I got like 10 thumbs today. Bring it right in here like this.
No pressure.
You know what, unit? There's really no pressure. You know why? I'm hanging out with you and Christine and Mikey today.
My goodness.
How's that, huh?
I love that.
Okay, so let's check our accuracy on this. So I'm going to take it in. I'm going to bring it in like this. Let's get this. And I'm going to hit this stop right here. Come in here, unit, so you can see this. Look, look, look. See how I'm splitting the line? You got that? Christine, can you see that on there?
Mostly, yes.
Okay, how about here, unit? Come over here. Look, I'm going to split the line here. See that? Look, let's look. Let's bring it right in. And there it is. Now, that is, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to verify it again to see my eye. Okay, I'm a little off. I'm going to bring it in because I calibrated these a long time ago, and I trust. Ooh, that's the thing, trust, right? Let's bring it in. Okay, thank God it's right there on the line. Okay, but what if it wasn't? And this is what the tip I want to give you on the FS Parallel guides. I think I've given you a lot of tips on them already. But if it isn't, and if it wasn't on the line, I always do this. I always come down here, make sure they're both up against the stop. Okay? I do this. I loosen it underneath. You get that, unit? Mm-hmm. Okay, I get this like this. And what I'll do is, I'll just loosen it right here. This slotted screw, I take a large slotted screwdriver, and you're going to see, stay right here. You're going to see the movement in here? So what I do is I lay my guide rail, I pull it out, I line right there to split the line. Hopefully you got that, Chris. I'm going to come down here. This one was perfect, okay, right where I wanted it. But come down here, Chris, from this angle. I want people to see how I split the line. See that? Just like that. I want to split the line because I know that's exactly 300. And I'll just bring that in like this. I'll hold it here, and I'll do this first. I'll tighten it here, Okay, and then I'll come in, lock it. Bless you. You're welcome. Boy, she scared you. She scared me a little. Why? Oh, come on. We're family. There you go. See that? And that's how you calibrate the FS parallel guides. The long part. The other tip I'm going to give you is by the way, the unit has it in the description. I told them to. The FS parallel guides, there's a whole segment in there. And I showed you in there these. The other tip I'm going to tell you, I've heard this 100 times. I should have bought or purchased the set because you save a boatload. The value is incredible. You save a boatload of money if you buy them together because this allows you to do 1 millimeter to 230 millimeter rips. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out to you. They're available. The other tip is available. The other tip is they're available in metric and imperial. Standard around the world and Imperial United States. Okay, never mind. Hey, Mo! I love metric. Okay, what should I finish with, Domino or CT?
Should we take a vote?
Yeah, let's take a vote at home. Okay, Christine's watching. She's got a vision. Okay, everybody who wants me to do the CTs next, raise your hand. Okay, anybody who wants to do the... You like that? Anybody who likes to do the Domino next, raise your hand. And we can see you raising your hand. Hey, I think Sparky just raised the paw. He wants to see CTs. Let's go. Christine, was it CTs? It was 50-50.
Man,
all right.
tough crowd.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe I'm talking about this again, but I'm glad I am. Okay? There's two versions of Bluetooth. There's the module with a remote, and then there's a remote. Got it? Okay. Now, there's two versions of this. You know what I got to do? I got to get batteries for this. It's okay, I got them right here. Oh, look! 8 amp hour batteries. That's the sticky one, isn't it? That's stuck. I can't believe it's stuck again. I gotta work on my grip strength. Okay, so I'm gonna take, and as I do this, I want you to pay attention. Hello. Okay, so a good reason for the 8 amp hour battery is the CT, what? C, MIDI. Okay, Sedge, close your eyes, you'll get this. Hello, there we go, okay. The MIDI and the CTC MIDI, okay, the MIDI and the cordless MIDI, okay, they both come with Bluetooth enabled. So, they don't come with a remote. Some people need the remote, some people don't need the remote. But they all work off, and if you have cordless tools, which is awesome, like if you have a CSC50, that's a sustainer saw, you can get it with Bluetooth batteries, the energy set. Okay, so it works with the batteries and Bluetooth, but it also works with a remote. I always suggest getting a remote because in cleanup, once you turn it on, oh my goodness gracious, this has been a day. I'm glad I'm so prepared. The remote, I can turn it on and off. Okay, and it already has right here, and you'll see it Bluetooth enabled. Okay, and I'm going to turn it off right here. And I'm going to go through the remote over here in a minute on the... Now, the other version is a CT 36, hang on, let me start from the bottom. CT 2636, 36 AC, CT 48, CT 48 AC. Okay? Those aren't Bluetooth enabled. That's where you have to get the module with the remote. Okay? I think I showed it recently where it's 2 screws out, plug and play, you put it in. We did that already, right, unit? I think so. Okay? Now, so let's step through the process. The remote. I'm going to unplug it really quick so we can key the remote. Always when I say unplug it, I'm going to take the two, and this is the tip I'm giving you is the 2 buttons here. This is to cycle it on and off. You'll see because it's unplugged, it's not going to work. And you have this one, okay? This button here works for 2 reasons, and you'll see that momentarily. But what I want to do is when I hit them simultaneously, I have to wait for 15 seconds. Now, everybody at home, get your smartphone out and start timing me with your stopwatch. Okay, so as soon as that turns a different color, it turns magenta. Did you guys hear that? I think it's more of a fuchsia, okay? Now the remote won't work. We gotta get a mic on the unit. We gotta get a mic on the unit. Okay, so you're gonna see it doesn't work. All right, I see how I have it in auto. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to synchronize this to this one. So I'm gonna, now watch, this is where the confusion gets. Look, this doesn't work. When it goes slow, back here unit, when it goes slow, that means I'm going to sync a battery, right? You press it and you hold it, you can see that start to turn wicked fast. See that? Now watch. Voila! That's how you sync a remote. Okay, and that's the on and off. You can sync 5 of these remotes to one module. Hear me out. You can only sync 1 battery per module. And every time you unplug it, the battery unsyncs. Does that sound right? Desyncs. In sync. What's that song? In sync? No? Bye, bye. Never mind. Oh, I'm having too much fun today. Okay, so look, B for Bluetooth. All right. I'm going to put it on a drill. I had this synced earlier. Remember what I just said? I unplugged the CT. I have to sync it again. So, I can do it one of 2 ways. Watch. Let's do it the first way. See that right there? I'm at the dust extractor. See how that syncs? Okay. Now, I heard somebody say the other day, okay, it's cleaning out the line there, okay, the hose. Oh, as soon as I take the battery off, it unsyncs. Is that right, Christine? Unsync or desync? Not in sync. Okay, good. Bye, bye. I can't believe you knew the song. Okay, watch. It still works. Remember what I said? You have to unplug the CT to desync it or unsync it. Okay, so I'm getting there. Hang in there. We're almost there. I'm going to put it back on. It doesn't work. But remember the button I told you? You hold simultaneously. What if I'm drilling, okay, and I have this really cool attachment, okay, and I want to sync this, but I'm up on a ladder. Watch. I have my remote on here. That's why I think everybody should have a remote. I hit this. Watch, Chris. See how it's going? And I go like this. Okay? So I don't have to come down off the ladder or the scaffold. And I can take this, put it right up there. Whoa! You see any dust? Huh? And it turns out it's cleaning the line just a few seconds and it'll turn off. Watch this, watch this. Wait for it. Yeah, baby. Isn't that cool? Okay, that's why Bluetooth. And that is hopefully helps you out if you're having any situations with your Bluetooth. Woo! Okay, now let's go have some fun. Oh, maybe I should take this off so I don't hurt myself. No, we can do it right over here. Okay, next. Let me move this out of the, or back it up. So, over the course of, and Chris, did you put in the description an overview of the new recent overview of the Domino?
The refresh? Yep.
The refresh, fantastic. we've done miters over the years, and I've always said when you do a miter with the domino, boy, Mike, you've been writing all morning. Okay, look. Hey, it's his birthday, Mehul? Mehul from India, happy birthday. I just read it. You know what's amazing is he's got such great printing, I can actually read it. Oh, I hope Minnie doesn't go this far. She's gonna hate me on Monday. Okay, remember I said whenever you're doing a miter, watch, you always do the tight setting from the long point, okay? And the first question I get every time I've done a demo with this or a training, what if I have a wider miter? Not just a 50 millimeter, because if I do just a 50 millimeter piece, I only need one domino. But there's sometimes you do a wider miter, and guess what? You need a couple of miters. So let me show you the process, because if I do just one pin in there or one domino, I'll have racking and glue up. This way, watch, this way. If I only had one domino in there, I'm gonna use a 6x40, that'll be perfect alignment on the long point. But I need one in here, and I'll show you my layout on this, on the wider miter, okay? Because I'll have what? Unevenness down here toward the short point. So let's do a little bit of layout. Of course, from the top here, I'm gonna use the flap and do 37. And I'll do that in the tight setting. So, the second one I'll put in here, the only thing I'm concerned of, yeah, it'll give me more glue line, but the racking, okay? So what I do is I just grab that 45 and I just come in here. I had to check that because Robert was in here this morning, okay? And I just pick a spot. Now, if this was a picture frame, I'd probably have a rabbit in here. So I just pick something really quick, and I just draw a line right across it like that. Okay, and then let me bump that up there a little bit better. Oh, boy, that wasn't good. Oh, I'll have a little wiggle room. So, but you know, right there. Okay. You know what, Sedge? Do this over so it's a little bit easier so people can see it. I'll bring it in just like this. And make sure that that point and point line up, and just in case you wanted to do it tight, but it's not necessary. And I'm just going to bring this in down just a little and do it right here. Okay? So there you go. Well, now we're ready to rock and roll. Hence, you need a good sliding bevel. And let's do the first one, and I'll show you the process so you can see it. I've talked about this a lot, but I know for certain I've never done this on Festool Live, and it's the first question people ask. What if it's a wider piece, and how do you do it? And I said, I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was thinking I might as well show it. It's super simple, but now everybody can have it on YouTube. Okay, so I'm using a 6x40. I'm gonna double check my bit, just because Robert was in here earlier. Okay, and I wanted to hear that pop. That is a 6. Okay, it's got the strong shoulder. Good. Okay, I'm going to verify. This is 20 millimeter. I got 20 in the window. Always verify. I'm going to do the first one tight, and it's 40. Minnie's not here, so Christine, what's half of 40?
20.
20, she said. Boy, she's really good at metric. Okay, so there you go. Half of 40 is 20, so I'm going to set my plunge depth at 20. Time to rock and roll. Okay, first one. Whew. Doing pretty good, huh? Okay, so I'm going to come in here and grab the flat from the long point. Can you see that down in there, Chris? Huh? Yep. Boy, he's getting good at this camera stuff, huh? Okay, so the next one, and remember, every time you switch between the settings, you have to have the machine running. So you see that line? I'm just going to line that up with my eye. Chris, you got that? Good? So there you go. I want to show you what it looks like. We have the tight one from the long point, and I'll tuck that in there. I don't know. I've been doing this for a few years, and every time I do this, I'm just like, and look, we have glue line this way, and this will be ease of assembly. I just love using a domino. Just makes it, if you've ever done it any other way, a miter joint, you're just like, it just blows you away. Okay, so the next one, there's a long point. What do we got to do, everybody at home? Switch it, right? Because from long point it's tight. So I just switch it to the tight setting. Always making sure your plate is dead flat on there. And there we go, look. Boy, Chris is getting good. I switched to give me some wiggle room. Now let's see if I've accomplished what I set out to. Let's get it in here. Drum roll. So I get that tight one in there. Oh boy, look at that. Perfect long point to long point meet up. Look at that, let's get that in here. And look how level that is. Look at that, it's perfect. Okay, so there you go. That and, oh, once more, there's no racking, there's no twist. So that's how you do a wider miter. See how I said that? With no accent?
You're
Good.
good.
Okay, good. How we doing? I think that covers everything we needed to cover. Okay, calibration, using stickers, wider miter, and Bluetooth sync. Okay, cool, and bye-bye. Right? Okay, good. Okay, everybody, let's start. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this. Hey, everybody, Chris, unit, get in here. Look, so many has this. Look how good his printing is. Is that amazing? Mikey B, good job. Okay, everybody, let's do it. We have Rob from South Devon, England. We have Doug from Zionsville. How you doing, Doug? Hey, we have Mike M. No, you're Mike B. We have Mike M from Austin. That's Mr. Martinez. We have Merlin from Walla Walla, Washington. Ruben from Plettenberg Bay, South Africa. Wow, what time is it in South Africa? Not this time. Okay, good. Jay from Waseca, Illinois. Mark S. from Woodcraft in Springfield, Virginia. Edwin from Big Island, Hawaii. Dirk! It's him! He's actually watching. It's Dirk from Dayton. All right. Hey, you get us new stickers. Thanks, Dirk. We have Warren from Batavia, Ohio. Rob from Cinnaminson, New Jersey. Michelle from Paris, France. Stevie Z from Sweden. Matt from Tinley Park, Illinois. Rick from sunny England. Wow. Andrew from Maumee, Ohio. Tom and Kelly from Easton, Georgia. Dale from Swaddlincote, England. Justin from Texas. Jason and Yana from Granite Falls, Washington. Rabbit from Wales. Is that Welsh Rabbit?
I think so.
Welsh Rabbit, how are you? We have Des from Harrogate, England. Yazoo from Suriname. I believe that's Paramaribo, Suriname. We have Petri from Jolarvi, Finland. Brian St. John Moss from the Bahamas. Jeff from Clarksburg, Maryland. Jacob from Rhode Island. How you doing, Jacob? We have Jerry from Sugar Grove, Illinois. We have somebody from Stockholm. We have Blake from Stockholm. We have Don from Rush, New York. We have Michael from Edmonton, Alberta. We have Nirmal from Abu Dhabi. That's really cool. That's cool. We have Mehul. Once again, it's your birthday from India. We have the crew from Woodcraft Dayton. How are you guys? Tim from Houston, Texas. Mark from Krimpen Anderlecht, the Netherlands. We have Oliver from Southern California. We have Blake Weber from Novato, California. We have Apo from Aka, Finland. We have Frank from Downers Grove. We have Chris from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have Kurt from Rochester, Michigan. We have Elwood and Jake, the Blues Brothers from Joliet, Illinois. You think I wouldn't know that, did you? We have Soren from Denmark. We have Keith from the snowy Bosman, Montana. Norman from Fallbrook, California. Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey. Chris from Malta. Chris, what's the weather like in Malta, brother? Man, you're always there with us. We have Mark from Anaheim. Ooh, Mr. Russ Hugster from Chester, England. How you doing, brother? From another mother. We have Stefan from Augsburg, Germany. We have Gerald from Darreda, LA. That's Louisiana. We have Greg from northern Minnesota. Northern Minnesota. Do you know what northern Minnesota is? Wicked cold. Tundra. We have Dan from Kingman, Arizona. We have the Walt Woodsman, the Johnsons from Portland, Oregon. Mike from Oahu, Hawaii. Hythe Woodwork Design in the UK. You know who that is? That's the governor. Okay, good. We have Gail from Eden, New York. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. David Gwen from West Virginia. We have Dragon from Serbia. We have B Double Dizzle from Benton, Arizona. No, Arkansas. We have Jan from Germany, Seth from Dayton, Ohio, Rico from Denmark, Johnny from Hoffman States, Illinois, SPC from Miami. We have Klaus from Denmark, Jabol from the Netherlands, Jerry from Hamilton, Ontario, Travis from Chicago, Mark from Ipswich, Mass, Andrew from Babylon, New York, Eric from Sonora, Mexico, John from Lost Wages, Nevada. We have Matt from Newark, New Jersey, Mark from Los Angeles, Scott from Greeley, Colorado, Jim from Imlay City, Michigan. Wow, you keep writing, dude. All right. Wow. We have that's such a cool name. Pocono Joe from Lakeville, Pennsylvania. Daniel from Barretwil, Switzerland. Kevin from Mullinger, Ireland. Dave from Portland, Oregon. Matt Hover from La Crosse, Florida. Mike from Raleigh, North Carolina. Ant from Fontana, and he's still wearing his pouch. How you doing, brother? Miss ya. Had a great time out there last year in California with you. Ernesto from the Boatyard. Bedwer from Wrexham, Netherlands. Charles from France. Eli from Denver. Jacob from Columbus, Ohio. Ivan from Tennessee. Jamie from Nashville, Indiana. Rico from Denmark. You are such a jokester. Mikey, you are such a jokester. Joe from Portland, Oregon. I got one that you should have written. Andy from London, England. TS. Is TS Traxhaw from Los Angeles, California. Northman from Ottawa. Troy from Vancouver Island. Ira from Denver. Rangeley and Scott from Maine. How you doing, my brothers? From other mothers. Man, you guys are awesome. I bet you're out on the job site today kicking it. And keep up the good work. You guys are phenomenal. We have Thomas from Denmark, Eric from Huntsville, Alabama, and I got one for you. Abby Norma from Transylvania. Did you see what he put? He put Elwood and Jake from Joliet. The Blues Brothers, man. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. This was wicked fun. Mike, thank you, sir, for filling in for Minnie.
Yes.
He's going to be a regular on our crew. He's been with us. How many years have you been with us, Mike? 5 years. Christine told me she's going to be celebrating what? 1 year? Unit, how long you been with us? 5. I've been here for 1 year, but I'm still on 90 days probation. I know. Okay. Hey, everybody, have a great weekend. What do we always say? We love you. Thank you for being a part of our community. Minnie, I know you're watching all the way to the end. I hope you had a killer vacation. You deserve it.
We miss you.
We miss you. You're the heart of this whole company. You are awesome. We brought Sparky in today. We knew you wouldn't mind. Okay. Mike, I'll say it again. Thanks for being with us, brother. Okay, everybody. Have a killer weekend. We'll see you next week. No best of next week. We're live again, baby. and the end of the year, guys, we are 4 away from 200 episodes of Festool Live. So hang in there. We're going to make that benchmark, okay? So have a great weekend. That's a wrap.